A three-pointer up and good from the top of the circle. I'm Todd Miller, joined by Mark Rogers and the entire crew here from Edmond, Oklahoma. A turnover and off the deflection. Coming up with a basketball is Carson Thomas from Oklahoma Christian Academy. Drives, now backs it out top of the circle. They'll kick it left quarter. The three by Holmes hits the side of the backboard. Mark, you called the first game. It is a couple of passes at best and a shot.
Well, it's a typical All-Star game, and we had a good one. It went to overtime, a little impromptu 2-minute overtime session, and the West beat the East. A little different format here with Class 3A and 2A playing against each other.
Kobe Hooton will drive right, goes around two defenders, scoops it high off the glass and missed it. Immediately, 3A with a rebound. They'll shoot it up ahead. Hayden Hicks misses the bucket. Preston Holmes crashes for the rebound. Still 3-0 in favor of 2A, leading over Class 3A here in the second of three games on All-Star Saturday. Quick three put up, spins off, no good for the right quarter. Another rebound. This time it's Ryan Kennedy, the former Lindsey Leopard. He'll drive right, follow a jumper blocked out of bounds by Jackson Vandruff. Two sports standout from Cashin High School, and possession will remain with 3A. Lob pass to Ryan Kennedy. He'll quickly put up a three. Misses that one for the left circle. Nobody down but white jerseys for Class 2A. They pitched a shutout for 90 seconds here of this first period. Carson Thomas to the goal, lays it up and missed it. And that's not something you thought you would say coming into an exhibition all-star game.
That's right. 2 free throws coming up for Thomas. Had a good state tournament.
Foul was called against Weston Miller. That is his first personal foul. First free shot is missed. The second one rolls off, no good. So Carson Thomas, who led OCA, along with his teammate who's on the roster, Karan Banks, to a runner-up finish in Class 2A this past season, representing the Eagles here at the All-Star Saturday afternoon festivities. Evans puts up a three right wing. That is no good. They'll outlet up ahead to the goal. Ball knocked out of the hands, but regathered and laid in by Carson Thomas. So he missed a pair and then gets a nice aggressive bucket at the other end. Another three put up by Bleston Miller. He's out of Prague. That one comes up short. 3A really having trouble from long distance, Mark, here early.
And then in transition, there's a good block.
Terrific block. Keaton Smith looked like he had an open bucket. Weston Miller with a rebound. Brings it to the front court. Ducks around the defender. Goes up. Draws contact. And he's fouled. So he'll go to the line for two. It's 5-0. 2A leading 3A. 5:50 to play here in the first period. We both went from the outset with Class 3 to win this ball game. You're 0 for 1, though, already today.
I am. And it looked like I was going to have victory with the East. But the West made a nice comeback late.
Weston Miller. First foul shot is no good. The second one is good. So they're on the board at the 5:50 mark here of the first period. 2A with the basketball. They wear the white and black uniforms. The 3A All-Stars are in the red and black. And the ball knocked away from behind out of bounds. It'll stay with Class 2A, leading 5-1. 5:37 to play here in the first period. Quickly inbound to Keaton Smith from Preston. His head coach, Chase Littlejohn, directed the 2A All-Stars. Going to the rim, missing the layup, Carson Thomas. He was challenged. Rebound to 3A. They run the outlet, and it's stripped out of the hands that time of Malachi Evans. Ball batted out to mid-court, run down by Thomas for the easy two-handed flush. And, boy, he's been really active, Mark, here at the outset. Missed 2 free throws and has the last 4.
First dunk of the game. Also active, I think, Kennedy, who's showed some defense in the back line. He'll take a long three there.
And that one is short. One of the smaller players, Bleston Miller, down low, battling for the rebound. Great bounce pass as he feeds it to Ice. Hayden Ice for 2, and all of a sudden it's 7-3.
No look pass as well.
Turnover for Class 2A, and 3A will get it into the front court with just under 5 to play. We'll have a line change at about 1:50 here of the first period. Right side, Miller backs his way out of the wing, loops it down low for Ryan Kennedy. He holds high, backs against Vandruff, now funnels it to Miller, who goes to the rack, ball deflected into the hands of Evans for the lay-in. And all of a sudden, that is 5 straight by 3A to cut it within 2.
Malachi Evans was in the right spot in the lane.
Preston Holmes whips it around the right side. Vandruff with the basketball, holds it low, starts to drive, goes back door, and that ball was blocked. Good defense by Hayden Ice. Ice with a rebound. Now to Malachi Evans. Up ahead to Kennedy. They'll settle into a half-court offense, and Hicks triggers a 3. And that's 8 straight now by 3A as they take a 1-point lead, 8-7.
The best look they've had. Wide open three-point shot. Had time to take the pass, get in good shooting form.
There's good shooting for him for the elbow by Preston Holmes, who knocks down the jumper. And with 4:03 to play here in the first period, with 2A leading 3A by a .98, we get wholesale substitutions. Williams, Anthony, Lickens, Evan Williams, and Karan Banks come in for 2A. Evans, Cash, Pinko, Coffee, and Hammer for 3A. Between the circles is Buddy Hammer. He'll get it to Pinko, who drives down the paint. The 3A OBCA Player of the Year draws the foul, and the future Northwestern Ranger will go to the free throw line. Kyler Pinko, one of the more productive scorers in school history at Alba High School, led the Gold Bugs to one state tournament. Came up a couple of wins shy this past season. He hits the first free throw.
I told Adam I'm not much of a shoe guy, but did Tyler put on different shoes? Put on the right shoes? Is that the same pair of shoes, Todd, or those two different pairs of shoes?
They look like they're different, don't they?
I'm sure that is the way that it's supposed to be, but
they're certainly different than they were when we put them on.
That's right.
Karan Banks knocks down a long two out front, 11-10, 2A over 3A. Right side is Eli Evans. Evans throws up a little runner, misses it short, gets his own miss. Backs down, whips it out high. Hammer turns to the three, drives, and two hands it down as he just went by the Olay defense for the easy bucket, 12-11. 3:05 to play here in the first period. Karan Banks through the top of the circle. 2A trying to retake a lead. They led 7-0 at the outset. A challenge three by Malachi Lickens is no good over Rustin Coffey. 3A has the rebound. Evans through the top of the key. Back out high to Hamer. Right circle. Quick trigger three by Cash is good. And Bryson has 3A's second made three of the ball game. And they lead by 4, 15-11.
Back-to-back two really good looking three-point shots. And they've any jitters that were there early, they've settled down.
Liggins, a nice crossover drive, goes to the rim. The shot was blocked, or tipped, should I say, by Hammer. And the rebound gathered up by Class 3A. They'll shoot up ahead, right side. Eli Evans thought about a three, drives underneath the goal, flips it up and in. What a move by Eli Evans.
This group that's come in here for Class 3A has really done a nice job.
Played for a high school with one of the greatest names in Oklahoma, the Wampus Cats from Atoka. Another quick three at the other end, no good by 2A. Rebound to Cash. He counterattacks, has it 1-on-3 into the paint, whips it back door for Pinko. He'll back it out to the corner, down to the right wing side. Under 2 minutes to play first period. Look at the drive. Whips it left. Good look for Evans. Quarter left three, no good. The tip by Coffey was offline. Rebound to 2A. They shoot it up ahead. Left side for Malachi Liggins. Penetrating, pivoting Cade Anthony, and he throws it in from about 6 feet. There's a much-needed basket for 2A. They cut the deficit down to 4. Hamer to Pinko, deep three left side. That one spins off, though good. Rebound deflected in the air. Eli Evans has it. He'll go back up for 3A. Missed it short as that shot was challenged. Rebound to 2A with 76 seconds to play here in the first period. Down the paint goes Banks all the way to the goal, and he lays it in. That's his second basket. This kid's special.
Each team has some height right now on the floor.
1 minute to go, first period. Eli Evans to the goal, all the way to the glass. Layup was in the cylinder, rattled out. Rebound again to Banks. He'll speed to the front court. Was blocked at the top of the circle. Now gets it, floats left, cross courts it. The layup is good. Karan Banks handling the bump out front and getting the assist. Cade Anthony, the recipient, now has 4. Game tied at 17. A little run now by Class 2A. And a violation at the other end, as I believe it was Hammer that was standing to the sideline. Is there an easier job today than officiating this game?
Yeah, I think that the officials, we had a little discrepancy at the end of the last game. Team fouls were 7-1. But no, these guys are doing a great job.
They have let him play. That's what we're here for. Banks challenged at the rim as it knocked it of his hands out of bounds. It'll stay with 2A with 24.6 seconds to go in the period, 17 apiece. It's a 17-10 3A run after they trailed 7-0 into the outset and couldn't buy a long-range bucket. Speaking of a long-range bucket, there's Banks who will raise for the left quarter and misses. Tyler Pinko, the former Alva Gold Bug, with a rebound into the front court. Dribbles between the legs. Now backs it out. Puts up a contested three. It was short off the front rim and out of bounds. So 2A will get it with 9 seconds to play here in the first period. Middle game of 3 on OBCA All-Star Saturday, presented by BSN. 2A will roll it into the front court. Banks will pick it up. 5 seconds to go in the period. He draws a double, bounces it across the paint. Shot was blocked. Ball kept alive. It deflects to Quentin Williams, who banks it in, and that'll do it on the first period of play.
That was a good shot by Williams. The contest in the lane, and we mentioned a lot of height on this 3A squad. Got the basket to go and gives his team the lead.
19-17, 2A closes the first period with a bucket lead. We're back after these messages. It is the BSN OBCA All-Star Saturday event from UCO, powered by Squirtle.
Is your spouse's snoring becoming an issue? Have you been told that you need a sleep study but refuse to go into a sleep lab? Then Next Gen Sleep is here to help with our innovative solution for the evaluation, testing, and treatment of sleep apnea. Next Gen is proud to offer this FDA-approved, convenient, and affordable solution that can be done all from the comfort of your own home. Call today to get started. 405-308-3324 or email us at information@nextgensleep.com.
No.
Todd Miller, Mark Rogers back here with you. Hamilton Fieldhouse on OBCA All-Star Saturday. Busy weekend of high school all-star games. We'll be getting it tomorrow for the baseball games here on Squirtle. 3A down 2. Traeger's right wing to start the second period. Weston Miller's shot rolls off the rebound for Preston Holmes. Holmes challenges the top of the circle. Somehow got a clean shot off. With Rob Vandruff off the floor. Goes up, pivots, and had it stripped into his hands by Kennedy. Hands by Kennedy saves the basket. Bounce pass down low. Kennedy spins, goes back door, and draws the foul. Mark, something that we're going to start seeing going forward next year in high school basketball involves free throws. They're going to do it more like women's basketball in the NBA, where there's so many fouls in a period and no more one-and-ones.
5,000 periods in the double bonus. I don't like the rule. I'm sorry.
I don't either. It's a strategy. Why do you think they went to that?
They said that it could potentially reduce dangerous plays. I don't buy that. It seems like they're trying to do something good, but not necessarily.
Kennedy hits 1 of 2. Quick three put up at the other end, no good. 19-18, 2A. We're a minute into the second period. Attacking right, Evans, and he draws the foul. It takes a big part of strategy in late games out of play. And don't think there won't be hard fouls if a team's got 1 or 2 late needs to foul.
Right. The way that it seems like we had a lot of games this year that were pretty close to the state tournament, which or just in general, where if it's a late game fouls, you can get 3 1-and-1 opportunities, and that's a good way to try to make a comeback.
Evans misses the second. Under 7 minutes to play here in the first half from Hamilton Fieldhouse. 2A with a slight lead, 19-18. And they add to that as knifing his way to the goal and kissing it up and in off the window for an easy basket. 3-point game, 2A leading. That last basket by Carson Thomas. I have him with 9 already. Fall away 3 left wing, no good by Hayden Hicks. A rebound, though, to 3A. Back to Hicks to the goal. Layup is good. Hicks with his first 2-point basket has 5. Only 3 made 3-pointers, 2 by 3A here in this first half of play. 21-20, 2A leading the 3A counterparts. Skip pass, Keaton Smith moves right, puts up a 3 and another block for Klein. He got a good piece of that one. It came up short. Hayden Ice with a rebound. Ice out of Purcell. They had a really good year this year. Here's Hayden Hicks. His 3 rattles off the rim, almost kissed it off the window. And the rebound to Carson Thomas. Thomas to the goal, flips it to Vandruff, goes up. Shot was blocked, but a foul in the collision. Hayden Ice commits the personal. And Jackson Vandruff will go to the free throw line.
Vandruff was looking for a foul call earlier. Finally got that one. There's plenty of contact there.
Part of a terrific high school career was Jackson Vandruff. Played for John Hardaway for the Wildcats. They were state runners-up 2 years ago. First foul shot is home. He'll get 1 more. And he was a key cog in Lynn Shackelford's runs in the last 4 years to gold balls and cash it. Second one is good. 23-20 our score. Hayden Hicks dribbles through the top of the circle. Ryan Kennedy's three spins out. Rebound Preston Holmes. For the most part, 2A has controlled this game. They fell behind by 5, and since they've recovered to take a 3-point lead, they'll turn it over on a bad pass.
I think we're going to go back and forth here a little bit. I don't think it'll just be one-sided, but maybe a little bit of advantage to this 2A group that's on the floor now.
5.5 minutes to play before the end of the half. Rustin Coffey pulls up on the baseline. Jumper is good. That was with a defender at his face. Rustin Coffey with his first basket. 23-20. Thomas, a long three. Got it. And he stuck that one right in the face of the defender. Carson Thomas with both of the 3-point baskets today for Class 2A. They lead by 4. Their biggest lead was 7 early at 7-0. Quick three by Evans, and he gets it right back. Malachi with his first 3 now has 5, and it's back to a 1-point game.
Shooting starting to heat up.
Thomas drives between a double team. It's knocked out of his hands, picked up by Kennedy. Up ahead, and Kennedy gets a lob pass off the backboard, but misses the slam. Into the front court, Preston Holmes to the goal. Misses it that time over Hayden Ice, who with authority rips down the rebound, bounces it to Miller. Up ahead, right side, open 3, Evans for the lead, no good. 2A with a rebound with 4.5 to play here in the first half, 26-25. Right side, Holmes, he'll trigger a 3. That one was halfway down, spun out. Both teams have started to go a little bit cold here after it was a 4-point game a moment ago. 2A doesn't get back, and Evans takes advantage as he goes right to the goal around Smith for the bucket. Due for a substitution here momentarily, 27-26. That's 5 straight now by 3A, and a nice move by Smith going into the body of Kennedy and gets the bucket.
Here comes the size in for the 3A team.
Correction, that's Preston Holmes with the basket. His second, he has 4. Went around Ryan Kennedy. 28-27, as Mark told you, 2A retakes the lead. Kyler Pinko will bring the ball to the front court, moving from left to right across your monitor. Pulls up at the elbow against the zone, kicks it left wing. Bryson Cash well off from 3. Rebound to Hayden Hicks. Up ahead to Miller. Nice touch pass, and the layup is good. Some good teamwork on the break as Malachi Evans gets his 4th basket.
That was such a good pass, it even scared the recipient.
Yeah. Hammer cross courts it, driving baseline. Pinko off balance, throws it up, and it rattles home.
That's how you become the player of the year. Hitting shots like that.
Kyler with his first basket now has 4. 30-29, Class 2A. Malachi Liggins with a basketball. Guarded right side, Rustin Coffey. He'll put up a 3 over Coffey. Missed it. The ball slammed down out of bounds by Quentin Williams, who played this past season for Ketchum. Chase Littlejohn, the now former head coach of the Preston Pirates, directing Class 2A. David Davidson, the head coach from Lindsay, working 3A. Quick 3 put up right wing, no good. 2A with a rebound. They lead by 1 with 3 minutes to play in the half. All the way to the goal. Double clutch, missed layup by Liggins. Rebound to Hammer. Up ahead to Cash to the goal for the bucket.
Good finish.
31-30 with 2:45 to play here in the first half. Both these teams sharing the ball well, Mark. I mean, they walked into the gym today and saw each other for the first time. Thanks to the bucket for 2.
A little lower scoring than we saw in the first game, but it's been close and going back and forth.
Ron Banks, former OCA Eagle, with his 3rd basket. Gives 2A back the advantage, 32-31. Pinko with a swing dribble out high, steps inside the arc, long 2, no good. Rebound to Class 2A. And gets back, 2A will get up into the front court. Back sets the table, down drives, lost the handle, but they're going to call a reach on Rustin Coffey.
Foul
number 2 on 3A. Plays from free throws here in the second period. 2A wearing the white and black uniforms, 3A in the red and black. And a turnover, as losing the handle that time was Malachi Liggins. All the way to the goal, Eli Evans. And how about the body control and a tough shot to go?
He absorbed some contact and got it off glass. It's a nice finish.
33-32, 1:45 to play here in the first half. Banks will step into a 3. That one back rim's no good. Rebound one-handed down by Hammer, former Westville student athlete. They outlet up ahead, go into the rim. The shot's blocked that time. And 2A preserves a 1-point deficit. They have the numbers. Banks around the defender. Hammer, and he lays it in off of a finger roll.
David Page would not have liked that shot from you and I in high school. That was a little pastry on that.
It was. Brady Hammer to the goal, scoops it up. He misses that one. 2A with a 1-point lead, 34-33. A new role for Coach Page this past season. He was an assistant.
Helping out Brady at Brady Page. Hennessy had a good team.
They did have a really good team. Out and running, Evans takes a dribble to the goal, misses it, gets his own miss, and puts it back up and in. I know they were disappointed that first-round exit in Class 2A, though.
Made the quarterfinals.
Anthony fouled at the other end of the floor. 35-34, 3A.
It's a good block on the other end by Quentin Williams from Ketchum.
Evan Williams from Colcord handled the inbounds pass. Now it's Liggins. Cross courts at right side. 40 seconds to play here in the first half. Williams to the goal, goes back door and lays it in. Seen some really good athleticism at the rim both ways here in this first half.
I'm going to make a prediction. I think the team that takes more 2-point shots and gets to the lane will probably win this game.
3 points, Bryson Cash.
Cash with a splash from 3. 38-36, 3A. 22 seconds to play in the half. Going to the rim. Way up, missed by Liggins. Gets a deflection. Missed it again at the rim. Rebound to 3A. One dribble up ahead. It's Cash. 1-on-2. Following one leg shot. No good. And the rebound to 2A. 5 seconds to play in the half. All the way to the goal is Quentin Williams, and he lays it in. And that will do it on the first half of play. And why not? Let's start the third period. Mark, the way we started the game, deadlocked.
All tied up at 38. It's good scoring in the final few minutes of the second quarter there to even things up.
38 apiece is our score. We will have more from Hamilton Fieldhouse on the UCO campus and BSN's OBCA All-Star Games after this, powered by Squirtle.
Where did Littlejohn go?
Who?
Chase.
Didn't his wife take the Bixby job?
Yeah. So he's leaving. He's going.
I think so, yeah. Adam.
He's right behind us.
Yeah. He would know for sure. Yeah, I think I read that he was going. I think he's going to be the assistant. I love it. What a day. Oh, you softball's up 5-0. That's good. 9-0 now? Hey, Adam, isn't Chase going with Riley to Bixby? He's not? I need to correct that because I said he was now the former coach. Okay. I've told people all along,
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech. We are Autry Technology Center.
What would you do if you only had one life to live? Well, that's kind of how this whole thing works. So bite off more than you can chew. Don't wait for someone else's green light. Go after what they say you can't. Oklahoma needs more doers, and doers don't wait. Get skilled, get paid. Oklahoma Career Tech.
Welcome back here to Hamilton Fieldhouse on the campus of Central Oklahoma. It is the BSN OBCA All-Star Basketball Games. One game in the books. That was an overtime victory for the West over the East. Here at halftime of the 2A, 3A Boys All-Star Game, we are deadlocked at 38. 2A will have the basketball. They will move from left to right. Preston Holmes, who had 4 the first half, sets the table out front. Now a deep right wing three is airballed right into the hands of Ryan Kennedy. Kennedy will gallop into the front court. Top of the key with it is Malachi Evans. Evans kicks it left side. Hayden Hicks, 3 off the line. And the rebound to Carson Thomas. Thomas wanted to look lob ahead. Now it's deflected. Gets it back. Goes to the goal. Throws up a runner. It's short. Good defense by 3A. And Carson Thomas, 3A has the rebound. A quick three at the top of the circle is good. That was a deep three. And that is from Hayden Hicks, who has his second made three-point basket, 41-38. 7:07 to play here in the third period. And Jaden Hobbs, who has played a game or two in this building, a bucket is good at the other end by Preston Holmes, is here. She is with us on the broadcast. Memories, Jaden, from this place? I came here and watched you put on a show one night. I know that.
There are a couple memories here, huh?
Some good battles with the Broncos during your days at Fort Hays State.
Absolutely.
At the high post is Evans, ducks around the defender, misses short, rebound tipped up. Carson Thomas follows shot, no good. Thomas tips it to himself, saves it back inbounds. They'll go to the rim, kick it left side. 3 on the way by Kennedy is no good. And finally, 2A has the rebound at 41-40. Now they flip it up ahead, and Thomas to the goal for the layup. You obviously have a rooting interest in this ball game. Your cousin, Kyler Pinko from Alva, what a career he had as representing the Gold Bucks here tonight.
He did. He had a great career. Runs in the family, huh?
I was going to say, did you teach him everything he knows?
Oh yeah, I like to say that. Claim it.
Fall-away jumper, no good from Malachi Evans, and the rebound to Jackson Vandruff. I had the chance to call his mom and dad's games, and I said, Kyler, easily the best of those three. There's no doubt.
Absolutely.
Finger roll by Thomas is no good. So what are you doing these days? Had a decorated career, one of the all-time leading scorers in girls basketball in Oklahoma, went to Oklahoma State, then went to Fort Hays State. Now I hear you're going to Kansas City, right?
I am, yes. Moving to Kansas City here in a couple of weeks. So
What's in Kansas City?
I work in ultrasound, and I took an ultrasound position up there. So
Free throw is no good, as that one is off the mark by Bleston Miller, who's now 1 of 3 from the free throw line. You like the adult world? Or do you miss the days of being able to just play basketball?
I think I miss the basketball days, and I'm just barely out.
I know.
I'm ready to start playing again.
Wait till you're out as long as I am. 1 of 3 is Bleston Miller from the foul line. A 3 put up as an air ball left wing by Preston Holmes. And the rebound to Class 3A. Honestly, Jaden, how difficult is it to play in games like this? I know it's fun. I know it's kind of showcasing your skills, but you play with people that you literally walk in the gym the day of and play a pickup game with.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, these are the best of the best, and, they can kind of pick up and play with anybody. But I think the hardest part is just not quite being in shape that, everybody looks a little bit tired out there.
Open 3 put up right side, no good. Vandruff with a rebound, 3A leading 43-41. Former Alva Ladybug All-Stater and multi-state champion Jaden Hobbs joining us here in the third period as the layup is missed at the other end. So being in shape, it's amazing how quickly you get out of shape in just a couple of months, isn't it?
Absolutely. It doesn't take very long. It's harder to get in shape than it is to get out of shape, that's for sure.
Good bounce pass as they get it down low to Kennedy for the bucket. 45-42, 3A equals their biggest lead here of the contest with 4.5 minutes to play. It's been fun following Kyler, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah. He's kept me busy the last couple of years. I've been able to catch a lot of his games.
Thomas Rudder is short. Rebound to Class 3A. Miller with it in the front court. Bounces it out of the right wing side. Kennedy down to ice. Hayden left side to Hayden Hicks. Hayden Hicks, the former Warrior from Washington, backs it out of the left corner. His 3 no good. Vandruff with the rebound. Kyler has put in the work, has he not? I mean,
He
I
has.
you know, when you see guys have the success he has, as that three is an air ball, you think it comes naturally. Well, there's obviously some natural ability, as you know, but also a lot of hard work has to be in play.
Yes, it definitely takes a little bit of both, doesn't it? Probably more hard work than anything.
Malachi Evans to the goal, flips it up and in, and he will get an and one. Preston Holmes picks up the foul. Evans is in double figures now with 11. Much work individually did you put in with Kyler when he was younger?
Oh, we play a little bit of basketball all the time. We're just a basketball family. It doesn't matter if we're on vacation, we're still playing basketball.
I was
If
going
we're
to
at
say
home, we're still playing basketball.
there is no such thing as just a friendly game in
Oh,
your
no.
family, is there?
Nope. It's always a competition.
Malachi Evans, free throw is no good. Seen the free throw shooting suffer here this ball game, 47-42. I need to correct myself. I said Chase Littlejohn is no longer at Preston. He will be the head boys coach at Preston. His wife, Riley, former Riley Torrey, she is going to be the new girls coach at Bixby. And a layup blocked at the rim. It's out of bounds. 47-42 our score. So I stand corrected when I said about Chase. He will remain at Preston. Liggins penetrates the paint, goes to Williams out front, back to Liggins, left wing. Cade Anthony into the paint. Flips it back to Quentin Williams. Follow-away jumper, no good. Now I have to ask you, what did they actually do to get you to come over here and talk? I know this is like one of the least favorite things you do in life.
Oh, it's not too bad when it's with you. I don't mind too much.
That's really nice of you. Three-pointer is good at the other end, and that is Rustin Coffey. Top of the key three, Cade Anthony is no good. And 3A has it, leading by 8. They've taken control here in a game that was tied at the end of the first half. 3 minutes to play first half. Down the third period. Down the paint goes Hamer. Kicks it out right side. The three is short. You see a lot of shots, Jaden, short in games like this. And I think that goes back to the conditioning you're talking about, the legs to start there, right?
Uh-huh, absolutely. The goal seems a little bit farther right now, huh?
Tyler with a great dish to Coffey. He couldn't finish. Ball deflected out. 3 other way. Back rim's no good. Coffey's left-handed tip no good. His follow shot no good. He juggles the basketball, gets it back. Now had it knocked away, and finally a whistle is called. I think Mark and I were talking about this. The easiest job in the Metro today has to be officiating this game. They tell you just to swallow the whistle and let them play. Let them show their talent.
Yeah, let them have some fun.
Pinko will put up a 3 right in front of his cousin. She would have made that. That one came out short. Rebound saved into Coffey. Coffey puts the ball on the floor. Now penetrates the paint all the way to the goal and lays it in. There's your some all-star game defense.
Yep.
Coach Smith would have tolerated that, would he?
Oh, yeah. He plays zone defense now. He's a changed man.
Isn't that something? Karan Banks, 3 at the top of the key, no good. Cade Anthony. Okay, it come out to Liggins. His 3 is off the mark. 2 minutes to play first half. Yeah, I followed his team all season long, and it was something that I thought I would never see in my life.
You and me both.
It worked for him. Pinko, a behind-the-back dribble, cut off top of the circle. Left side for Bryson Cash. His one-hander, no good, but the tip is up and in. I think it was Rustin Coffey. Hope they're calling on Buddy Hammer. So he gets the basket. The lead 54-42 for the West. Banks down the paint. Hands it off, and the layup is good. Ian Williams gets the bucket. 54-44 with 1:17 to go here in the third period. Right side, Eli Evans backs it out. His jumper is good right in the face of Cade Evans. One minute to play here with the period. Karan Banks hands it off left side. Quentin Williams into the paint. Bounces right wing, Liggins to the goal. Shoots, and the shot was partially tipped. It still almost went in. Rebound to 3A and the foul on Class 2A. Always good to see you, my friend.
Hey, good to have me on there. I'm so excited to come over here and get to chat with you.
You're the best, Jaden. Go enjoy this with your family because I know that's what you're here to do, not work, right?
Right.
Hope to see you in Kansas City sometime.
Oh, yeah. You'll have to come go check out the Chiefs.
I'm a Royals fan too, but I don't publicly say that very often. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Jaden Hobbs visiting with us here on our broadcast from Hamilton Fieldhouse. Eli Evans at the foul line and misses the first free throw. Boy, she was a terrific player for Alva High School. Three-time state champion for the Ladybucks. Second free throw, good. 57-44, 44 seconds to play here in the third period. Karan Banks slides left, goes up. Pinko blocked the shot. 3A has the rebound. They have completely taken control of this game here in the third period. Buddy Hammer into the front court, almost lost it. Banks is on him. Now he steps around the defender. It's a give and go to Hammer on the layup, and it's good. Really good pass that time from Rustin Coffey. Hammer has two more to his total. Back the other way. Anthony into the paint. Throws up a teardrop runner at back rim's no good. Rebound, Evans, and it's knocked away from him out of bounds. So it'll stay with Class 3A with 13.8 seconds to go here in the third. 59-44 is our score. Is there such a thing, Mark, as playing for a final shot in an exhibition game?
You should be fined if you do that. You take what comes to you.
Yep, that's
like
what
that.
comes to him. An easy layup right down the paint. 5 seconds to play. Ian Williams up ahead. Liggins open three. Good at the buzzer. 2A needed something positive to happen to close the period, and indeed they do, but trail by 14. 61-47 our score. The fourth period is coming up next. From UCO is the BSN OBCA All-Star Games powered by Squirtle.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, and lots of places.
Here we go. Final 8-minute period underway. Todd Miller, Mark Rogers, the crew with you on Squirtle and the Sports Animal this afternoon. And a bad shot turns into a pass and a layup at the other end. The air ball put back up and in for a bucket at 63-47. And Mark, as we thought, 3A is just taking complete control of this game. And Holmes misses a three-line circle.
It is the size that they have. This 3A team is big. I mean, all the way around. They can dribble, play well. And this is even the smaller size group of the two platoons. So
hand off wing left. Hayden Ice's three. Pinballs in and out. Rebound to Thomas. Down the paint he goes to the goal. Left-handed layup is off the mark. Rebound to Hayden Ice. He'll kick it out now to Bleston Miller. How about what's going on at Hall of Fame Stadium here in Oklahoma City? OU. I thought this was the test of the tournament for them. 9-0 over Tennessee.
they are incredible. But it's going to be a lot of fun to see what they can do throughout this weekend and see what happens. I kind of think that Tennessee could be a team that could come through the other side of the bracket, but that kind of hurts the confidence to take a beating like this.
Hooten misses wide left. Rebound and the quick three put up on the other end by Class 3A off the mark. Carson Thomas. The other surprise, how about Oklahoma State? Going to be 2-Q in the Stillwater Regional. They're down 14-1 to Dallas Baptist today. Thomas with a fall-away jumper, and he knocks it down from three. It's now 18-1 DBU. What is going on?
It's tough. Oral Roberts, I'll tell you what, they're a really good team. They did not get a proper seeding. Their schedule wasn't very tough, but you win 36 out of 37 games. That says a lot. Three put up right side, and that one is nothing but net from Malachi Evans. That's 6 made threes now for 3A, and they lead it by 19, 69-50. Dallas Baptist line scorer looks like a personal injury attorney's phone number, 4644. Three missed by Weston Miller at the other end, and that was Karan Banks for the right quarter. So Class 3A will get it back. 69-50 with trip fives to go here in the fourth period. That joke was brought to you by Maples, Nixon Diesel Horse. Love it. What a marketing guy.
Malachi Evans hands it off into the right front court. All the way to the goal. Hicks said he'll lay it in. Well, they have been able to attack the glass and really did a good job of finishing at the rim today. Quentin Williams drives to the baseline. It's pitched off there. Bounces off of the right wing side. Spinning Cade Anthony. Back to Williams to the goal. Throws up a runner. No, he gets his own miss. Takes a dribble. Goes back up. Shot back rims. Another opportunity for 2A. It's Ian Williams. And the former Hornet from Colcord couldn't buy the basket. So 4 shots at the rim. They get nothing. And then they get a steal in the front court. Open 3 left wing is good. So they can't finish at the rim, but they get a 3 from Karan Banks, who by my total has 11 today.
Just so much size in there. It's a good idea to try to hit some threes.
Hayden Hicks misses a 3 in front of his left side. 2A with a rebound. They're out and running. Cade Anthony uncontested to the goal for a bucket. 71-55 with 4:40 to play here in the ballgame. Third and final game coming up for you here on Squirtle. About 10 minutes after the conclusion of this one, it's Class A against Class B. Deep 3 right side, no good by Malachi Evans, and the ball back to Class 2A. Gearing up for football season?
Absolutely. Been doing a lot of work and research on some of the teams out there. Been a lot of transfers and movement, not only in 6A, but some lower classes.
Air ball is missed. Stick back blocked by Ian Williams' stick back was blocked, but he's fouled. First free throw's up, and it is no good. Most amount of transfers you've seen going into a season?
It's getting that way. I think that it's becoming year after year more and more and more.
Second one is no good. Rebound to 3A. They lead 71-55. 4:15 to play here from Hamilton Fieldhouse, and Banks with a steal in the backcourt and a layup and a foul against Hayden Hicks. Took it away from Hayden Hicks, and then Banks will get it and one.
Trying to make a little run here of this group. 7 straight.
With the transfers, do you see surprises? Are those a lot of larger school transfers, or has it kind of filtered down?
It will be interesting. I think in 6A you have massive amount of weaponry to replace at Bixby, but they've been so good and so consistent. Just rebuild, and the strength of that program is, I think, in the strength and conditioning. But Union, it will be good this year. Jinx received a couple of transfers from Broken Arrow. Owasso has a very good offensive line. I think on this side of the state, Westmore should be improved. Mustang is kind of in the same position, Todd, as Bixby. Have to replace a ton of players.
Heather Pinko gets a bucket at the other end. Williams is challenged, but finishes off the glass. It's 73-60 with 3:48 to play. Hard to believe. It seems like you were just at UCO in December for the state championship games. You're here now kind of to kick off summer activities for Squirtle, and a little more than 2 months away from fall camps beginning.
Oh, I know. It'll be here before you know it.
Block shot, rebound to Class 2A. Karan Banks scoops it up and in. See what, this guy is really, really good.
Banks has got some George Gervin in him.
Yeah,
that
he
was
does.
a really nice finish. In fact, 11-point games.
73-62, but it's starting to get late with just over 3 minutes to play in the ball game. Buddy Hammer, good right to left move. Gets loose from Smith and lays it in. I have him with 8, and it's now back to 13. 3:06 to play.
Really impressed with Hammer.
Yeah.
A good body control, good size.
Banks floats down the paint, back rims it. On cue, Hammer with a rebound. Buddy into the front court. Euro steps to the goal, and he fingers rolls it up and in. Tell you what, you can see why Westville was pretty good this year with a guy like him. Left circle, Thomas. 3 is short. Rebound pulled down by Kyler Pinko. 2:36 to play here from UCO. 77-62. Pinko with a good pass. Hammer lobs it out front. Evans for 3. Misses short. Gets his own rebound. Now pivots. Lobs it out right side. They'll put up another 3, and this time they pay it off. It's Bryson Cash with his third 3-point basket. 80-62. 2:17 to play.
Quick 7.
Holmes down the paint, and he is fouled. And those 7 came right after you got excited and said it's a 12-point game. 80-62 with 2:16 to play. Holmes' first foul shot is up and good. You taking a vacation this summer? Doing anywhere fun?
Not as of yet. Not as of yet. I did pay for a vacation.
Two?
My son is in Cabo for his senior trip. So hopefully he's having a good time.
Cannot believe he's a senior. Holmes gets one of two, 80-63. They didn't need a senior sponsor.
His mom is with him.
So what a guy you are.
All the way around.
What a guy you are. Evans for three at the top of the key. Misses left, Banks the rebound. Up ahead, Thomas to the goal. Gets it back to Banks, and it's blocked out of bounds from behind by Coffey. I'd ask you if you're going to St. Louis to see the Cardinals, but I know better than that.
Yeah,
right
they
now.
have been on a bad start to the season. Had a 5-0 lead last night and lose. Pitching is bad everywhere.
It is not good. 1:35 to play. Hammer to a backdoor cutting Cash for the easy bucket. 82-63 with 1:24 to play.
Now, I should be asking you where you're going on vacation because I know that you will be having some plans coming up later in the summer.
Thomas bounce pass stolen away by Pinko. He lobs it up ahead for Coffey. It's deflected. Now picked up by Evans behind the back and a two-handed flush for Rustin Coffey. We are leaving in about a week and a half to go on a minor league baseball trip. Corner right three rolls home. And it's 84-66. Among the stops is Savannah.
Sweet. That ought to be a lot of fun.
It's very hard to get tickets there, so we had to do it through a group tour.
Now, you've been to all the major league parks?
We finished them last year. Yep. And
That's
the company we
fantastic.
went to, as Evans hits the three, went with is the tour company we're going this month. That one misses wide left. Hooten,
Quickly, what are the top three?
PNC Park. I really, really, really like Petco Park and Fenway, just because of the tradition of it. But PNC Park is really, really good. Holmes to the goal, and it's knocked down.
That's kind of I think, capsule of this game with all the size inside. The three guys trying to block that shot for the 3A team.
So I guess we're told by the boss we have to pick a player of the game. Is that right?
Yeah.
Three rattles off, no good. 3A with a rebound up ahead to Coffey, and he windmills at home, and that'll do it. 89-66. 3A dominates 2A after the game was tied at halftime.
I like my man Buddy Hammer for player of the game. He made a nice pass there behind his back, double-figure points. Who do we think? I think I'm going with Buddy Hammer. I thought Buddy was phenomenal.
I'm with you. Buddy Hammer from Westville will be the player of the game for the victorious Class 3A squad as they win today 89-66 over Class 2A. All-Star Saturday continues after this break. It's presented by BSN and put on by the Oklahoma Basketball Coaches Association. It's all powered by Squirtle.
Player of the Year from each of the 7 classifications of high school basketball. The 2022-2023 Players of the Year from this game are from Class 3A, Alba High School, Tyler Pinto. Not sure if it's from Class 2A, Yale High